Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Look at that. Executed perfectly. Landed exactly at 7 o'clock. Starting half an hour later this morning. Sorry for those that woke up early, not realizing Graham. But yeah, I felt bad the other week when I started early and the locals had to get up earlier than normal. How's everyone doing? So, good news and bad news. Bad news is I've woken up with either the worst hay fever or something else is going on. So I actually have 2 boxes of tissues in front of me. I've already taken Clarentine, Telfast, and Panadol. I absolutely feel like crap. So this stream could crash early. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. I'm hoping it's just hay fever, but I'm feeling pretty crappy. So that's the bad news. No, it won't be COVID. Or I doubt it. I mean, I've not seen anyone except for my family, not gone anywhere, not done anything. No, I think it's just hay fever, but it's I've been getting it worse and worse every year. It's pretty severe. So anyway, I've only just taken Panadol and I've only just taken the Telfast. I took Clarentine about an hour ago. Hope it'll kick in soon and I'll feel a bit better. So that's one. The second thing is, you can see I've got a screen set up behind me, which hopefully I won't knock. I had this really cool idea that I'd be able to take my Blizzard board with a HDMI PMOD at the end and plug it directly into my ATEM Mini as a DVI input, as a HDMI input that I can display directly in OBS. But unfortunately, because we're not actually writing a full 1080p HDMI spec, the ATEM rejects it and it won't display it on the screen, which really sucks. So I thought I'd be able to actually show you, rather than a video of this, you'll be able to see whatever I'm coding on actually in OBS, but I can't do that, unfortunately. I think you have to start the honey thing quite a long time in advance. So I can't do the honey thing. So about, I don't know, 5 weeks ago now, I went keto. I'm on a keto diet. And so there's no sugar, no processed or even unprocessed. I can't do honey. So that's not going to happen. Can't say it's been an enjoyable process, but it's, yeah. I'm kind of used to it now, which is fine. Been living off the almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, which isn't great in coffee, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So thanks for the suggestion of honey, but I can't do it. Not even for my health. Wow, that sounded weird. You know what I mean. Anyway, but if it's hay fever, honey's not gonna help, I don't think. Will it? I don't think so. So anyway, we're going to be doing whatever I do today. It's going to be just me embarrassing myself. It'll be coming up on the screen here, so you'll be able to see it behind me as I'm working. Yeah, that's absolutely, oat milk is absolutely out for keto. It's pure carb, unfortunately. And I actually really like oat milk. I used to drink oat milk all the time in my coffee, but I can't do it with keto. It's all carb, and it's actually, yeah, anyway, how do they milk the oats? The same way they milk the almonds. They get the little almonds and they squeeze them like this, little udders, and all the milk comes out of the almonds. It's the same with the oats. They squish them. Yeah, okay, anyway. Ooh. So I'll talk to you about this, whatever I'm going to be working on and where it's all come from and all that type of stuff in a minute. I got bits of news first to talk about just quickly. So finally, my panels for my Bling boards have shipped. They're on the way. So my 3 variants of my Bling, the version that's a fully decked out Bling, the version that you can plug a tiny board into, and then just the panel by itself. I'm going to be going into production on those hopefully in about a week or so. I'm still waiting on silicon and other things to arrive. but that's all finally happening, which is pretty cool. I've been working on some really cool code for it, and I've even been working on, do I have it in front of me? No, I think I'll put it aside because I've been packing up, I've been tidying. Been working on a really cool case for it and everything else. Anyway, my supporters have seen it, Patron supporters and stuff have seen it. It's pretty cool, so I'm really excited to get that finally out. I know I haven't said hi to everyone in the chat, I'll do that in a moment. The other thing that's pretty exciting is I think I've come up with my final revision of my Blizzard board, my BLIZZARD-S3, and I've actually managed to get the PS RAM that was on the back onto the front. So it's a single-sided board now, which is cool. The PS RAM, that's the PS RAM for the FPGA. It still might be an optional thing, like I might do, you know, you can buy it with or without the PS RAM, because the PS RAM is not cheap, unfortunately, the package I had to use, and not everyone's going to necessarily want it, but that's pretty cool. I've been working on, I posted some stuff on Twitter the other day about it, so I'm almost ready to do a run of those, and I've also got what I hope is my final design of my tiny watch S3 also on the way to me. It's not panelized yet, just a single board, but I managed to get it smaller, and I got that magnetometer on there as well. So yeah, lots of things finally coming to a conclusion, which is pretty exciting. So every time I need to go and blow my nose, which I'm about to now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the mute button. I'll do my best, okay? Okay, and also, I'm just warning in advance, I've been suffering from blood noses for the last little while. Don't know what that's about. If you see blood start dripping out of my nose, don't panic. It's just, yeah, it's just Xeon falling apart. Okay, I'm gonna go through chat and say hi to folks, which I should have done earlier. Christian, good morning. Yomba Prime, hello. Graham, and again, sorry you woke up early. Alan Madsen, hello. Jeremy, hi. Dayport Jones, Andy Calloway, Crazy Roops, hello. STG Electronics, good morning or good afternoon, good evening, one of those. Embedded Hobbyist, hello. Dishibu, woof woof. I want to pick your brains about something about the CircuitPython image load stuff that I couldn't get working that you, I think, contributed to. Johnny, hello Johnny. Andrew Fraser, hello. Michael, so not sorry, okay. I'm gonna pay for that one, I think. Loki, hello. Modulo Engineering, Ray, hello. Bruce, good morning. Lost my jumped. Mako, hello. Okay, it's gone. I'm going backwards now. DIY, hi. Beata, hello. Back. I think I've got everyone. Well, everyone's in the chat anyway. There's definitely more people on the stream than there are in chat. Okay. I think that's everyone. Cool. Good. No, Ian Scott Johnson. Hello, Ian. How are you, mate? Okay. So, one of the things that I really wanted to play with was getting TV output. Okay, that's what happens when you wrap the HDMI cable unexpectedly over everything on your desk, and then you move the board and it knocks everything onto the floor. Okay, well they can't fall any further now, so I'll leave them where they are. Yeah, whoops. And so there's only one PMOD connector on the BLIZZARD-S3, like there's only one spot for a PMOD. And so even though there's a HDMI connector here, it's only outputting DVI. So it's not a proper HDMI signal, although it transports over the HDMI cable. And so also the ICE40 chip that I'm using doesn't really have enough memory and isn't really quite fast enough to do a full HDMI. It can do a HDMI signal at a very low color bit color depth, or for more colors it needs to be a smaller resolution. The demo stuff that I'm showing today is only 320 by 240. Michael has put together most of this stuff. And this is in no way finished or anything else, but there's gateware on the FPGA which color depth limited by RAM currently. No, right, but can the ICE40 actually do without that? Okay. Do I have it on my desk? No, I don't. I put it away. So that dual PMOD connector that does HDMI for the icebreaker, that can only do that because it's got that chip on it. It's got that decoding chip on it, right? I still don't know if the ICE40 is fast enough to do it all itself at 1080p. But anyway, either way, there's gateware on the actual ICE40 and Blizzard. So, okay, for those that aren't aware, my BLIZZARD-S3, which is this board here, is a hybrid ESP32S3 and FPGA all in one. And so this is quite a heavy HDMI cable, and I'm scared I'm going to rip the connector off. And so the demo you're about to see now, all the ICE is doing is taking whatever it's being sent over SPI between the S3 and the ICE40 and pushing it out to the TV. So it's not using PSRAM of its own or anything else. It doesn't have its own internal, well, it's got its own frame buffer that the S3 is writing into, and it's just writing whatever's in its own frame buffer out. But the frame buffer is not running out of PSRAM, so it's just limited to whatever RAM is inside the ICE40. And all the work is actually being done in CircuitPython on the S3 side, which is pretty cool. Hey Dave. You haven't missed much. Me complaining about my health. And I'm going to start, I'm just explaining what we're going to be doing. So Michael has done the gateware for the FPGA side, and the demo code that I'm about to just bring up and show you and start playing around with is something he just put together as well. He started off with just displaying a lorikeet on the screen, which do I have that? No, I can't just pump that on right now. That's okay. No, Michael is Michael in the chat. Purple circle is Michael. Sorry, I'm just, okay. Anyway, so one of the things that I wanted to play with was just being able to draw stuff on the screen. And so, I don't even know where to start. Let's just, I'm feeling a bit, as usual, unprepared. So I've set up another layout here. So I've got a Blizzard, this is my board, looking at the drive, right? The mass storage device on the actual Blizzard board. And I've got code, and I've got, there's some images in here which I couldn't get working, which I'll speak to the shipper about maybe. But basically, this is the code that I'm about to run. And let's restart it now, and you'll see that all it's doing is bouncing a box on the screen, which is pretty cool. Nothing overly exciting, but you know, yeah, so the minimum, as Michael just said, the minimum for HDMI is 640 by 480, so it's just being pixel doubled at the moment. 320 by 240 pixel doubled up. And it's using a palette system, so we send a palette of 256 colors to the memory section, and then we're sending the image data. And so there's a bunch of stuff here that is kind of, actually probably don't, need these because we're not flashing. Where's CS being used? Oh, of course, we need CS. Sorry. But we don't need reset. And,
Michael says need CS.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I'm just going to move these out. Just want to tidy some of this up. But I don't want to just lose it. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're writing the palette via SPI. So there's an SPI connection between the S3 and the ICE40, which is permanently there, and you can use it to talk both directions between the two, depending on what you set up on the ICE40, right? You need to put an SPI device on there if you're going to talk to do that. S3 doesn't have the annoying... What annoying RAM mapping problem? I don't know what you're talking about. But you can run, yeah, there are people who've run Doom, Quake, whatever on it. Okay, just hold on one second. I'm getting distracted. I want to... I was just talking to Michael before about setting up multiple colors. Oh, I must have done the offset wrong. Okay, okay, I didn't do it like that. I went like this and then added a whole bunch more, but maybe that just didn't work, or maybe I didn't go, maybe I went to 10. And then we got a 12, 13, 14, 15, and I add blue. Just, sorry guys, won't be a second, or guys and girls, I should say, folks. We should be able to get a blue box. Yes, we got blue. Okay, we got lots of colors now. Yay! Okay, so all this is doing, so Michael's just written a fill rect function. So there's no graphics primitives or anything like this. One of the things that most of you will know that like Adafruit have got their graphics library, the Adafruit graphics, which they've got for CircuitPython, they've got for Arduino. In CircuitPython, that is built around talking directly to a NeoPixel matrix or a via display I/O, which is for to go out to a screen or something like a TFT display. And there's no easy way to use their library to just write into a buffer like what we want to send it to there. So right now, I don't have the ability to just add the Adafruit graphics library and be able to draw lines and circles, whatever else. So just for this, for now, we're just doing some stuff inside here. What? That was only a problem with the original ESP32, Christian. Hey, Mad Techie. The limit of 4 megabytes of PS RAM. The S2 and the S3 can address up to 128 megabytes. Yeah, and Michael's got this. Actually, is this version working at 80 megahertz? I don't know. He's got SPI running up to 80 megahertz to send the data over. So everything's happening here, and then it's just sending the data over SPI in a loop, right? And then the FPGA is just pumping whatever is in its memory off to the screen. 60 frames per second V-synced. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Quite surprised, actually. So I added a set pixel function, and I want to do, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to, from random input, oops, rand int. Can everyone see that? Let's make this bigger. Import rand int, and I'm going to so in the loop, it's going to put stuff everywhere. I'm going to do set pixel rand int 0,319. So random position there, rand int 0,239, and then I'm going to do rand int random color between 1, 2, and 3. So I save that. I've got auto load turned off at the moment, so it's not going to re-auto load. So I'm just stopping the code and then doing a soft reset. And what doesn't it like? What did I miss? Huh? Oh no, nothing, sorry. I didn't see the bottom of the screen. So now we've got, I'm just doing random pixels. Obviously the rectangle is wiping it because it's being written over the top. But, oh God, my nose. Apologies. Wait, did I mute that? I don't think I muted that. Okay, I hit the wrong one. Make the rectangle black, like a black hole.
Alan Madsen says,
Sure.
what res is the pic on TV?
What res? So this is running, it's 320 by 240 pixel double to 640 by 480, and then it's stretched to the 1080p. So we could go higher res if we drop the amount of colors. The amount of colors is 256. Right now it's a limitation on how much memory is in the ICE40. But as I mentioned, with additional PS RAM for the ICE40, an additional 8 megabytes of PS RAM, although we haven't got that part working yet, we can write into that frame buffer, and then we can have as much. Yeah, we have PS RAM, but Michael says he doesn't have the skill to use it yet, but that's okay. So I want to do line drawing actually, but I'm gonna have to work out how to draw a line because I don't have any. I can't just load up the Adafruit graphics library, which sucks. One to my Z80 will be fun. What? Hey, Photochromax. My God, it's full of stars. Okay, so Toshipu, are you around? Y equals mx plus b. What? Okay, so I'm gonna do. I need to build a line out of pixels. And it's going to be x, comma, y, comma, x2, comma, y2, color. God, it's been a while since I've done this. Right, okay, cool. Toshipu's present. So I was playing around with, is it in here? No. Where is my code? One moment, please. Okay, where did I put it? I was trying to play around with the load image library. Hey, Biluni! Copy my code from old VGA library. Right, except it's in, it's not in Python. Sure. So that's one of the things. So I've got a couple of Bitluni's new S3 VGA boards on the way, which are pretty cool. I want to do the same thing I'm doing now, but with those. But I want to also get your code base, Bitluni, for for that going on the BLIZZARD-S3, obviously on the Arduino side, and get that working DVI out instead of the VGA out like yours. What's Dishipu pointing to? Line algorithm. Yeah, something like that. Something like all of these. Yeah. That's what MicroPython does in their frame buff. I was just going to look at that as well. Python yikes, yeah. Hang on a second. I'm looking for... So I tried using the image load to load PNGs, and I couldn't get it to work. And I'm pretty sure that you were the contributor for the or you helped with the PNG side. Right, so it's this one here. Just copy this over. Okay, that's just copying. So I tried using the image load to load up. I tried a whole bunch. I tried BMP. I tried PNGs. I know they're going to be formatted in a certain way. Well, the BMPs need to be, but the PNG, I did indexed color PNG, and it kept coming up with invalid image type or whatever. And I was trying to work out how I could get, because right now for the version that Michael's using where he's got a lorikeet coming on there, he's had to go and make a custom version of the lorikeet file. And I want to be able to just load native PNGs. I know that JPEG's a problem, you need a decoder and it's a licensing issue or something, but be able to do a PNG should be fairly simple, but I couldn't get the image load stuff to work. So, like, do you have any pointers on how I need to save the file for it to be loaded properly? Like, I tried doing a PNG dot and a PNG, and it just, yeah, wouldn't work. Yeah, it wasn't a true color or grayscale. Maybe I should... Do I have GIMP installed? Oh my god, can't type. I don't. I'm gonna download GIMP in the background while we're going. So I've got control over what I'm downloading. Anyway, so to do a okay. What if I can just copy and paste this in and then rewrite it for a line? So, this equals 1 if x is like else -1 equals 1 if that else -1 while true set pixel comma color if that equals that and that equals that break. I'm literally just rewriting this in Python and see if it works. Otaku to be able to get a callback on frame updates for VSync. Technically, you'd have to implement that on the gateway side, but yes. I think Michael was playing around with something like that at some stage. Okay, don't need that. What's that? Break. Don't need that. And don't need that. So, oh, they're doing X1, Y1. Okay, X1, Y1. Okay, well that might compile. Hey, David SR. We have VSync. Waits for GPI to pulse. Oh, it does. That's right. I remember you did that. So, I wonder, can I do a line? So instead of doing that, let's do line. Actually, whoop. I'm going to do random to random, comma, and random color. This should be interesting. I wonder if this is going to break. You need math. Oops. Do I need? Is it? Probably. Maths dot. Do I need to do an import? Oh my god. From math. Import absolute. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Okay. And go. Cannot import name absolute. You sure we need it? Local var name before assignment. Line 39. Ah. Alright, I enabled them wrong. Yeah, absolute's built in. Oh! Look at that! We have lines. We have lines. Sorry. That was way too excited. Way too excited. Okay, so there's also a bitstream algorithm for circles. Oh, Bresner algorithm. Sorry, I thought it was bitstream. Yeah, I want to. That was the next thing, is doing circles. So is there? But is it fast circles? I could do a slow circle, but oh, okay. Is there no pseudocode? Okay, I need pseudocode. Very fast. Okay. Make a fractal. Okay, that's step at a time. Choose some. Hello. Some YouTube channel was just going over that circle algorithm. Was it? We can get to text. Yeah, it's a bit at a time, right? I've got no okay, so there's two. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Okay, let's get these in. And I'll get them converted over. That's what we're gonna do. So wait, why are they both called draw circle? Draw circle. Oh. I did get them both. Okay, cool. So why'd I put them? What board is that? This is my BLIZZARD-S3. So it's ESP32S3 with an FPGA, and I've got a PMOD DVI PMOD connected to it. So it's doing DVI out. Yep. Draw circle. Okay, I'm just gonna and no, Michael, I can't remember how to do the multi-line changing of things. I know in Visual Studio Code you can select multi-select lines and change them, but I can never remember what they are. Never remember. Set pixel. I should actually rename set pixel to just pixel, or draw pixel. Draw pixel, draw line, whatever. Control Alt, is it? On a Mac? I don't know. Yeah, some command key. I can just never remember them. There's just so many different command key options in Visual Studio Code. Okay. While that x plus equals 1, I'm getting rid of the comments just for now. If d is greater than 0, y minus equals 1, else why are we doing a delay? I don't want a delay. Really? Is that it? Oh, hang on, need color. The DVD symbol just hit the corner. The what? DVD symbol. What? macOS uses Shift Option for rectangular. Okay, I thank you all. I don't have the brain capacity to right this second. I don't think. I don't know. Just hang on. I just want to get this done first. What? It's connected to an FPGA and connected to FPGA to HDMI. No, it's just S3 connected to an FPGA, which is outputting via a DVI connector. That's all. Hi, Adam. Who else have I missed? Have I missed anyone in chat? If I have, I apologize. Okay, so we should be able to now maybe do a circle. So what am I calling? Circle Brez. So instead of doing lines, we're going to do... I'll rename all these functions later. We want a position. I don't care if it goes off the screen right now. And we want a random radius of, I don't know, 10 to 100 for now. And a random color. Yeah? Is that what we want? No worries, mate. Have a good sleep, Bitlooney. And,
Michael says you're going to go out of bounds.
yeah, I know I will. That's okay. Index out of range. Right. Yeah, okay. Okay, if we set that from between 10 and 50, and I go, what's 319 minus 50? I told you my brain isn't working today. 269. And 50, and what's 189? There we go. Maybe that'll work. Yay, we've got circles. They're a bit stretched, obviously, because the aspect is wrong, but we got circles. Yay. That's actually a good point, Michael. Okay, we've got circles. I mean, we're only doing 3 different colors right now. So the next thing I want to do is, well, you got to remember, CircuitPython it's not very high res. CircuitPython isn't doing a lot of work. It's pushing the data out at 80 megahertz. Now draw a pack. Okay, so a couple of things I want to do. Firstly, I want to go, if I go radius, if I work out the radius first, right, then I can take the radius off. So I can go between radius and 319 minus radius. And I can go radius 239 minus radius. Oops, minus. Okay, so now I can get closer to the edge. I can get right up to the edge now. Cool. Hey Sam, how you doing? Or just catch index error in it. Yeah, well, I thought about doing that as well, but I didn't want to reject them. It's just easy to do, I guess. They're going to add more RAM, high res. Yeah, as Michael just mentioned, and as I said before, there is PS RAM for the ICE40, for the FPGA on there. Oh. Sorry, nose. But yeah, we haven't got that bit working yet, which is fine. Like we've not been like, this project's kind of been put aside for the last couple of months. I've had other things to work on. I've only just been able to come back to it now. So now color, we need better color. We need better color. So what I'm going to do, I have an idea for color. I've got a very cool idea for color. And that is going to be, I just need one moment to think about it. Where am I going to get it from? Open. Unexpected maker. Repositories.
Ian, chat has disconnected.
Oh, and it's back. Good. It's 3. Code. CircuitPython. Shipping files. ICE40. Okay.
Michael says try modifying the palette for cool color.
Yeah, no, I've got, so watch this. This is my plan for for the palette is, and I'm just making one big long thing at the moment. We'll get over it. Can I, so with the colors for the palette, like we're passing in bytes. Can I pass bytes and a list of just ints? I can, can't I? I'm pretty sure I can. Because what I want to do is, this will do 255. I want to fill the palette with I want to go for, how am I going to do this? How were you filling the palette when you were doing this one here? Oh, you were just writing the colors directly to that. Okay, you weren't doing it by the palette. Is there a built-in? Okay, I didn't know there was one built in, but what does it give you out? What do you pass it in? So I want to fill palette now with, like I want to do for cull in range 255. Oops. I want to set palette yeah, actually I want to do 1 comma. I want to skip the first one. So I want to do, what is it? Cull times 4. Cull times 4 plus 3 equals, I don't know if this is going to work, I'm just making this up on the fly. Equals G comma B from color wheel, RGB color wheel, cull. Can I do that? You don't need the fancy palette slicing syntax. You can just do 3 separate palette X, Y, X equals. Nobody uses, what? Visual Studio Code decode MicroPython on the ESP32. I don't know. That's invalid syntax. Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at, yeah, it's not equals. It's, I could do it. That was a bad list comprehension, by the way. Very bad list comprehension. Like, can I do that? Do you reckon that'll work? I don't know. Don't need to unpack it. You sure I don't need to unpack it? Can I just do that? Really? I think this easier to understand, maybe. And then when we're doing color, I should now be able to pass this 1,255. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, no, I can't in a list. Okay, I can see purple and yellow, orange, yep. So we've got 255 colors now without the square brackets. What? Oh, if I just pass that, right, okay. This is fine. So this is going through the full 255 of the color range of the color wheel, and it's generating a palette that's basically the rainbow, like the NeoPixel rainbow, right? That's what that is. And so now, okay, so if I did this, let me just let's have a look at these colors. Make sure the colors are working. So I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to do a I'm just going to turn off the ball for the moment. And I'm going to go for Y in range. How am I going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to, if I 255 fire, this is fine. What? Hey Christos. 320, so 32. I'm going to do 10 by 10. So, whoops, Y, and 240. What's 240 divided by 32? 7.57. In range 7 for X in range 10. I'm going to do a fill rect X, Y, 10, 10. And then I'm going to do color equals 0, color plus equals 1. Wonder what that'll do. I want to draw all the colors. That didn't quite work. What? Oh, X times 10, Y times 10. It almost worked. And that's also still not working. How many colors? Why is that? What have I done here? Oh, that's not going to be 255 colors. Okay, let's do it a different way. That is terrible code. Let's try again. For color in range 255, X equals 0, Y equals 0. I'm going to fill the rect X, Y, 10 to 10 color, and then I'm going to say X plus equals 10 if X is greater than 319, X equals 0, and Y plus equals 10. I'm trying to get all the colors on the screen. It's not working very well. Why is that color not increasing? Oh, it is. Okay, I need to let's go 12. Let's do a little black outline. There we go. Gone too far. 300. Doing some wrapping. Okay. So that looks like all of the colors, doesn't it? I think that looks like all of the colors. Let's make them a bit bigger. Did that go bigger? Index out of range. What? Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't do my maths. Still index out of range. What's 17? What's 319 divided by 17? How many can it do? 18. That's 18 times 17. Still index out of range. Maybe Y is going too far. Okay, maybe I can't do. Okay, yeah, I must have been going too far on the Y. Anyway. So yeah, the color palette's working. You see, it's wrapping. I'm moving that first. Why am I? Oh right, 1, comma. So the first one's black. We don't want that. There we go. So that will wrap all the way. Too close to the edge. I don't even know why I'm spending so much time on this. Just to see the colors. There we go. So we've got colors. We've got colors, we've got circles, we've got lines. I guess text. Now text is a problem because we need to load a font and parse it. What? Remember we needed a whole computer to do that, and now we use an MCU in the FPGA. Yeah. Congrats on my colors. Thanks. So do we want text? No, we want a font. I need a... So what's a font we can load? Fonts are annoying. They are. Are there any built-in fonts in CircuitPython, Dishipu? Or do I have to import the... Do I have to load... I guess I want like something like Tom Thumb, like something really basic. CircuitPython fonts, Windings. Font. I don't want to do. Yeah, I want a bitmap font. Comic Sans. Okay, what I want actually is Python oh my god, my nose, sorry, hold on a second. Oops. Sorry, I thought I clicked, I must have misclicked it. I apologize. Sorry, yeah, I don't want BDF fonts. What I want is micro Python. Was it micro bit font? There's a built-in font. Okay, I just don't know where it is. I can't remember where it is. That's a byte array. I just need to find. How do I? I think it's. Is it just in the microbit? Or would it be under? Can't remember. God, I went through this ages ago. Like, where's frame buff? Vision drivers? No. Anyone remember where frame buff is? No, it won't be in there. Is it share? Oh no, it'll be an Xmod. It'll be an Xmod. No? Oh, here it is. The font. This is a font anyway. wasn't there a... Hey, John. Font, Mons. Yeah, I don't know where is that though. I need a, I don't want to load in a font library system. I just want I had one. Yeah, that's for frame buff, but I want to, I thought about seeing if I could get that working as well, although I don't think the data structure is going to be compatible, but like I'll get to frame buff another time, but I just want a font. I want a Python font. I don't know what MicroPython V7 is. There's no such thing as V7 in MicroPython, but this is CircuitPython, not MicroPython. I don't know what is. I'm pretty sure there's no that font isn't in CircuitPython because CircuitPython doesn't use that font system. Yeah, I just need a simple font, but I need it in Python. Like I just need a byte array that I can then iterate over. Yeah, 8 by 8's fine for now. It's going to be pixel doubled on the screen anyway. I just want something that I can just draw something basic. Pew pew pew. No, that's not yours. Is that not yours? Where's pew pew? Where's your... Where's your pew pew stuff? Where do I find it? I can't remember. Oh, look at that, Stishipu. Where is it under? Any idea? Oh, font. Here we go. Can I use this? Will this work? Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Will this? Can I use this font and class? I don't need all this stuff. I just need the font. Okay, so do you have one that I can just use it that's closer to just drop in? Just send me a URL for something I can use. If you have, that'd be good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw all that, John, except I don't, that's their BDF fonts. That's, yeah. And I don't have all the Adafruit bitmap font stuff. Anyway, it's not going to necessarily give me a font that I can use, that I can write with. Their fonts are designed to work with display I/O and stuff. CircuitPython library bundle. Version 8. Okay, no worries, Shibu. Thank you. It was worth a shot. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Sorry. I meant to do that. Downloads. Libraries. Okay, copy lib. Hey, wagon loads. Okay, I'm just copying the bitmap. Font stuff. Not enough space. Yeah. Interesting. So that is because I have these. I need to get rid of. I've got a big one. A lot of effect sounds. Yeah, that's my Mac going, not enough room. Okay, so I need examples. Bitmap font. See, I don't have any of those fonts. I need to now. Yeah, this, I don't. I just want something really simple. This is not simple. See, this won't work because I don't have the font. As you're about to see, just because I have the library. See, fonts, large Spartan, whatever. I need, where are their fonts? Adafruit. Raw. Yeah, this is going to be a huge file. Not what I want for fonts at all, but new folder, fonts. New, paste. Save as. League Spartan bold. 87K for a font. That is insane. That's the problem. That's not the type of fonts we want. Okay. Hey, Peter. Oh, hang on. Shipper to the rescue. Open a new window. Ooh. You reckon that's going to work? I'm just going to comment that out for the moment. I know this is going into one big file, but that really doesn't matter for the time being. Render text. That should be text, I think. Yeah, loud bang. Can you ask ChatGPT to create a data structure containing a pixel array for each character? Yeah, no, ChatGPT is useless. Hang on, nose. Thanks again. Sorry, I misclicked. Every time I misclick, I gotta look where I'm clicking. Okay, I just want to pass it a color equals 1. I'm gonna just modify this a little bit. I don't want that. I want to go. Okay, render text. It renders because it's anti. Okay, right. Okay, I can. Okay. So what does render text want? It wants. I should have done that. Okay, render text. So at, I don't know, 10, 220, hello world. I mean, will that do something? Let's find out. Well, it did something. it did it all in red. So clearly that color thing isn't working. So I need to put some of that back. Let's put some of that back. Yeah, I just worked that out. Yeah. So where did I just put it? Let me put that color stuff back. But how do I tell it what color I want? Hello world. We have a hello world here. So it's only an 8x8. So how do I pass it? So that's obviously red because it's that. And now it's blue. It's not very big, but we've got text on the screen. Okay. So that's where that's your 8x8 font, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so now let's see if we can get the colors of foreground color, background. Yep, obviously, yep. Okay. Now animate the palette. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wow. No chance of hitting mute that time. Yay text. Animate the palette. So we can do that. After we can do that, we can go offset equals 0. Whoops, I can't type. Plus offset, and we need to resend the palette though when we do that. I can do it in the same pass, can't I? I can do it there. Oh, you can't? Ah! Why not? Oh, because the address, maybe. Okay. So we're rewriting the palette. So we've offset the palette, and that should wrap plus equals 1. Well, it offset it once. Why is it not? Moves offset to top. Oh, it's getting set back to 0 every time. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, it is. It's changing.
Wagon says Cian is allergic to pixel dust.
It is changing. It's just very slow. Let's speed it up. There we go. So we're just cycling the palette, as you can see. So the color's changing. Hay fever. That's pretty cool. Now we just need to
John
get it.
Clayton says, what is the goal here today? I missed the beginning.
No goal. I wanted to get some basic display things happening. It's really just I'm playing with my BLIZZARD-S3 for the first time in a long time. I've got what I hope is the final design done. I'm going to send off to get some prototypes done. Probably not today, probably Thursday or Friday, to get final prototype boards made. And I wanted to be able to just play with it. I haven't played with it for ages. I've been too busy on other projects, and it's kind of been sitting around here. And I thought, hey, let's go. So BLIZZARD-S3 is my hybrid. It's a ESP32 S3, like the tiny S3, with an FPGA, ICE40 FPGA on it. And here I've got a DVI, a HDMI PMOD connected to it. So it's a board that has FPGA and S3 on it, where you can program the FPGA and you can program the S3 and you can do all sorts of things, whatever you feel like doing. SPI transaction starts with 3 address bytes. Basically, it has a state machine that resets when. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's tiny. Like, look at the size of the board. Like, that's the PMOD. If I just do that, that's the whole board. Right? That's a so it's got SP32S3, ICE40, PSRAM for the ICE40, PSRAM for the S3. So yeah, it's one of the main things I want to do. Like, one of the things you can't easily do with an ESP32 is DVI output. Well, you definitely can't do it from the chip itself. Like BitLooney's got his VGA output one, but I wanted to, I don't know. Anyway, so today was just about playing. So all of this code is in CircuitPython, right? And as you can see, it's pretty fast. I mean, cycling the palette and having to update the palette is, that's obviously slowing things down. What I could do, rather than cycle the palette, is do this. Okay. Is that cycling? Why is that not cycling? Oh, value must fit 1 byte. What? Right, that won't work. Sorry. Yeah.
Michael says need mod 256C chat.
Yeah. Color plus offset mod 256. Can I do mod 256 that way in here? That'll be interesting. Who knows? That doesn't seem to be. Is a mod got higher precedence over addition? Maybe it does. Doesn't seem to be cycling though. Oh, I'm not increasing offset. Right, because of the 1. The 1. So, that's actually pretty funny. No such thing, Johnny.
John Clayton says looks like breakout game.
This is really hacky code. Wait, why have I still got 0? Oh, it probably says hitting 255. Near 255. Okay, that's going now. So that's cycling the top without actually cycling the palette. But anyway. Yeah, breakout. Doing breakout would be cool. I mean, if I added MQTT to CircuitPython on this board, then chat could do it. Chat could control whatever, draw stuff or play Breakout. Okay, so we've got setting pixels, we've got rectangles, field. I should do a filled, non-filled rectangle, filled circle, non-filled circle. Filled circle would be interesting. We can do lines, pixels, rectangles, circles, and text. And we're not doing deck pics, no. Make an arc. Yeah, pass. Let's do a quick toilet break, folks. I'm going to do a toilet break. So back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Yes, it does. It doesn't matter if the coffee's going in or out. It's still a coffee break. What is best for ESP32, microprocessor? They're different. Nothing to do with nothing to do with what's best. It's they're both Python, but they're quite different in the features and functionality you get. So yeah, if you really want what's best, go to C++. But best is relative, right? So let's see if we can get, I want to commenting all this out, and I want to see if we can get this other font stuff going, this Adafruit bitmap font stuff. I don't know what, have to look at their example.
Wagon says, what about vector graphics?
What about vector graphics? It's a bitmap display, you can't do vector graphics. Technically. You mean drawing lines? I just did that. That's all a vector is, right? Vector graphics is just lines. There's a resolution limit for the FPGA. So right now it's based on the color data. So the resolution times color equals how much memory. So right now the limitation is memory. The ICE40 itself only has a small amount of memory, 200K, 240K or something. Can't remember exactly what the value is. But again, as I said earlier, the BLIZZARD-S3 has PSRAM for the ICE40, but we haven't got that bit working yet. So technically, with the PSRAM there, you'll have megabytes of frame buffer if the frame buffer is stored in there, and it'll be a slower frame buffer because it's going to be PSRAM, not SRAM inside the chip, but you'll have a much bigger amount. So you could, technically, we should be able to do, I don't know if we can do 1080p, but, you know, I don't know, maybe Michael has done the maths to work out how big. Yeah, waiting for compilers sucks. Speaking of how feasible is it to stick text functions and all that in compile code as fundamentals and access them from Python code? Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of this stuff could be shipped as a compiled Python code. I mean, I'm not going to provide a C library, like CircuitPython aren't going to compile a whole bunch of stuff inside. So Adafruit aren't going to compile a whole bunch of stuff inside CircuitPython just for my Blizzard board. It doesn't make any sense. But so a lot of this stuff will be in a helper, maybe a precompiled MPY file or something. There you go. Michael answered that question. So what do we get? We get a width and a height. Okay. So how do we actually draw a font? Load a font. What? CTMDS incorrect. Oh, okay. Right, because lift. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm understanding what's happening here, but let's try it. Okay. We're going to do a... Oh, excellent. That's not useful. Let's go to here, downloads, examples. God. Bitmap font, come on. Bitmap, BI, no. Bitmap font, simple test. Okay. No, that's the label one. I don't want the label one. This one. Open with. Okay. So what is this giving us? How high can what thing go? Oh, is that not for me? I don't understand what this is actually giving us. What is glyph.bitmap? Right, okay. Sorry, I'm just, I don't know how this works. So, not a dot bitmap. Oops, can't spell. Like, what does this give us? Great. Let's see what's inside this. Why can't I see what's inside it? Why can't I do a dunderdict on it? I thought everything can be. Why can't I do a dunder? Why don't we do a dir and have a look, see what's inside it. Class, blit, dnet, dirty, fill, height, width. Yeah, you've got either MicroPython or CircuitPython on an ESP32 amongst a whole bunch of other boards. Yeah, Python's very popular on microcontrollers these days. So it's got a blit, a fill, dirty, height, width. What's the blit? I don't know anything about this format, so I'm just a bound method. Okay. Well, that's how Python works in general, Mako. Even on the desktop, works the same way. Obviously, for the microcontrollers, it's a constrained thing. You don't have full Python. But yeah. Okay, I don't know how to actually get a font out of, how to get data out of this. Call characters from the web. What web? I'm not connected to the web on this. And why would I want to do that? I want to be able to just, yeah, I mean, these are built-in fonts. I want to know how I can yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. So your code runs slower, but you can iterate 1,000 times faster. And, you know, write nicer looking code. I'm staying out of that one. Yeah, I can't work out where I'm actually getting the font data from. Well, it's running in a VM, and yeah, it's on the fly compiling your code to bytecode, which is executing. It's very fast. It's very good. Like, people are using MicroPython in commercial products, like medical products and space products and other things. Like, it's MicroPython is very robust, and you know, the fact is, on something like an ESP32 that's got like dual core 240 megahertz, most people are doing nothing with their boards, and they're writing it in C because they think it needs to be performant. And at the end of the day, 95% of their CPU sitting there doing nothing, right? So, you know, most projects don't require C or C++ on a microcontroller. Simple fact. And of course, as Michael just said, if you need really fast, you can always drop into a C module or even inline assembly in MicroPython to execute things really quickly. Yeah, no, there's people using, like, there are companies in Australia who are actually using MicroPython in medical products, like live, like not in the future, like actually delivered products out in the wild running MicroPython. Yeah, I don't know how to get the data out of this, so I don't know how to draw these, unfortunately. Get pixel data from Adafruit graphics. That's Arduino. Yeah, I don't know how to get the data out of it. Sorry, next door neighbors are unloading stuff.
Cian, chat has disconnected.
Yeah, okay, reconnect. Yeah, I don't want to do it from the internet, Wagon Loads. Like, thank you, but no, I'm not interested in it doesn't help me. And I don't want to get an image. I want the font data. I want to write fonts on the screen. Yeah, of course, it depends on the class of medical device, but the fact is, medical is a very extreme, hard, very, what's it called? I can't think of the word. Got a very strict set of rules of whatever. Regulated, thank you, regulated. It's a very regulated thing. And you know, products with MicroPython running have been approved and are in use, I believe, even in the US. So anyway, happy to move on from that. But I don't know how to pull. Does anyone know how to pull data out of these fonts? No? What? Pulling? Okay. I don't want to create them. I want to get the glyph data out of it. I want to get the pixels. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm just trying to use the Adafruit, their bitmap font stuff. I just want to get the bitmap data. What is in fill? Has no object fill. What? Yeah, class, split, damn it. Dirty, what's fill? Ah, bitmap dot fill. I don't need I need the pixel data. I want to know how I get access to the pixel data. So I go message equals hello world. Just going from their example, and they're doing a font.load glyphs message, and then if I go through
John Clayton says FontForge program might do it. It even lets you make your own bitmap font.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make this. I know all that. I don't want to make fonts. That's a whole different thing. I want to. They've got built-in fonts for CircuitPython, and I'm trying to work out how to. But their stuff is designed to go to their displays or their whatever. I want to just get the pixel data out of it so I can render it on the TV. I'm not looking at making a font. I'm trying to work out how to use their font system. That's all. Okay, I'm just going to see what this does. Really? What did I just copy? Whoops. Try that again. Okay, that's nice that they printed that out. But how's that? Right, so that's actually the pixel data, is it? Interesting. set pixel. No, I don't want an 8x8 font. I've already got an 8x8 font happening. I'm trying to get their fonts working. X equals 10. Y, comma, I don't know, 1. Oh, I don't have a set pixel. Okay, that's fine. I'll do that down here. So I'm just trying to hack this and get their fonts working.
John Clayton says you are getting quiet, Cian.
I'm getting quiet. I haven't changed any of the volume or anything. Oh. What's that going to do? Index out of range. Set pixel. If X is greater than 319. Whoops.
Alan Madsen says Cian is always quietly when coding on stream.
Yeah, sorry. X is out of bounds.
John Clayton says I can't hear him thinking.
Yeah, haha. If Y is greater than 219. I don't know which value is out of bounds, so really? Index is out of bounds.
Slotterbotfist says, can he even think with this thing going?
Print if X, comma, Y. Let's find out what's out of bounds.
Alan Madsen says Cian thinks when you can hear it creak.
Yeah, sorry. I'm 0,9. Why is 0,9 out of bounds?
Slotterbotfist says
Oh,
LOUD
9
misers.
times. Hang on, that's not right. Wait, what?
John Clayton says this is the Moira voice.
Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. That shouldn't be. That should be. Huh? So, what have I done here? Address equals.
John Clayton says test.
Far out. I'm losing my mind. I want the address to be, if it's 9 times 320 plus x.
Wagon says, Cian, are you trying to make a character pixel array?
No. I'm trying to extract that data out. Just hang on. Why am I out of bounds? 2880. Catch you later, Dishipu. Hey, Michael, are you still around? Why am I out of bounds? That my x and y is 0,9. My address is x, so it'll be 0 plus 9 times 320. That should be the address. And it's saying that is out of bounds.
John Clayton says Dr. Funkenstein is at work. How?
Oh my god. I freaking hate this keyboard. Len pixels. What have I done? Yeah, it's just length is 0. Why is pixels 0? Pixels equals byte array. Oh, hang on. Are they using pixels? No? Hey Iggy, how you doing?
Michael says 265.
What does 265 equal? I don't know what you're talking about. Why is the length of pixels 0? Oh, line 265. Oh, yeah, that's what. Yep. Good one. Thank you. I knew. Yep. Damn it. Thank you. I knew it'd be somewhere. Oh, that's a lot of printing. Hang on. Let's get rid of the printing now. That's going to kill it. Okay, that didn't work. It's almost a W. So oh no, Iggy. I woke up with really bad hay fever today. So oh, okay, that's going to be x plus I, and then here we need x plus equals, what's width? The height dy. No, I don't want that. I want the width as well. Height, width. Is that width? I don't know if that's width or not. I think it's pretty much drawing over itself. Nope. Oh, maybe that width is. I don't know how wide the thing is. Or maybe I'm doing it the wrong way around. Okay. Oh, it's going down each time. No, it's going across. Glyph width. I'm just guessing now. It's going across and doing each letter. Oh wait, maybe it needs to be there. Far out. So it looks like it's drawing over the top. So it's going through, it looks like it's doing the, for every row on the Y, like it's Y, it's doing, for every character, it's going through and getting the character, and it's is it glyph DX? I don't know. It's going through each one across for each character. When's it shifting the character? No, it's not bit shifting. It's Right, but I'm trying to work out where I'm supposed to be. So it's doing it across each time because the way they were trying to print it. So but it doesn't look, it must be going back. So I'm sure it's sorry. This is frustrating. This is for every pixel going across. So it's doing each one for each letter, and then it moves down. Because they don't care about right, so here, this should be going, then after that, it should be doing the oh, I know why. I know why. I bet you that needs to be there. Okay, almost. Hello, the top of the letters aren't right. So that's close. Why aren't the top of the letters right? Where's my message? Well, that's a small h, so the capitals aren't working. If I make that W small, okay, that almost out. Those L's aren't working. Hello. And there's no space. So why isn't that going? I don't know what Wagon Loads. I don't know what you're posting. None of that has any relevance to the code I'm working on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about this library, this specific thing. There is no pixel. There is no ASCII. There is no column row. I don't know what you're posting. Sorry, mate. Unless that's for someone else and not for me. I don't know. Shift X and Shift Y are the offsets you should use between characters. Between characters. You sure? Oops. Okay, well that's... Okay. Maybe better spacing. but why are they not the right spot? 1 second, postman. Thank you. No worries, man. Awesome. Have a good day out. Just had a package returned to me, sorry. Had a package returned and they stick the stickers over the person I'm sending it to. So I can never see who it's for. Why the... I still don't understand what those bits on top are. Oh, I let them come in the front. That's on purpose. I don't have to run down and answer the door. It's my usual postie guy. So why is the X not... If it's not a glyph, if it is a glyph, oh, hang on, else, oops, maybe I need to do, maybe that just needs to be back one. There we go. Right, there needed to be a back one. It was, yeah. Okay. Hello world. We've got to say something better than that though. What else can we? I mean, wrapping's not going to work, but that was really frustrating. Oh, no, I don't want that there. Okay, that was painful. That was painful. Can I do white? I don't think there's white in the palette. Yeah, what I could do is when I fill the palette, the very thing last thing I'm going to do is put white at the end.
John Clayton says, now can you explain what you did?
Yeah, I will. Hold on 1 second. I want the last palette color to be... No, you know what? I'm just going to do the very first one. I lied. So I'll set that to white. So I should be able to do color 1. That should be white now, I think. Yeah, okay, we've got white text. Okay, so what did I do, or how did I fix it? So what it's doing, so this needs to be rewritten, okay? This was written, you would have seen before when it printed the ASCII hello world, right? This was written to be able to append characters across and build some ASCII. So it's back to front on how you'd normally render, right? Like it was doing a line and a line like this all the way down. So every line on the Y, it was building that line's worth of the characters going across, which is what this thing here was. The bit that hadn't worked out in my head at the time, because of, like, normally you wouldn't do that, right? In the case of this, you'd draw one, it'd be quicker to do one glyph at a time, whether it's across and down or whether it's this way. That would make more sense, and that would have been a much easier thing to do. I should have just rewritten it, but I didn't understand how the data was coming out. The problem with the skew was that I needed to offset it, each character. This didn't need to offset the characters because it was adding the pound symbol or a space into an array. So the array was of the string was already padding it out. This wasn't. So this kept writing over the same. This I to, so this here, I in range of the width, I was always going back to 0. So 0 to the width, 0 to the width, and it was plonking over the top, right? So I had to work out where I needed to shift it after every character. But what I forgot was they had a space or a pound, and either way they had to put a space or a pound in the array, where I technically only have to write a pixel if there's a visible pixel. But because of the way their code works, if there wasn't a pixel, it wasn't adding the space, which why you saw the funny stuff on top. So this needs to be rewritten, and I'll turn this into a the original code was what I was suggesting. But no, that's not how I need to do it either, Wagon Loads. Like, because it's not... Yeah, anyway. I want to be able to write, like, it's got to be fast. So I want to only work out what pixels I need to write and just blast those pixels in. Anyway, I'll turn all this into a function. Like, there's all this code just needs to be cleaned up, put into a library, into a separate file. Anyway, so so technically I should be able to grab any font now out of their fonts. Where are their fonts? I don't know what all these ones are. So here's a 20. This one's called Junction Regular. It's a 24-point font, so nice and big. New paste. Save this fonts. So I should now just be able to go and swap this font name like that and run this again, and it might not fit on the screen. There you go. Now we've got a nice big font. So yeah, this is set up like a line printer. Correct, exactly what it is. It's set up like a line printer, but instead of printing it out on a dot matrix printer, it was adding it to a list of characters, each row, and then dumping the whole thing like an ASCII thing, right? Which isn't what this needs. But I just, yeah. Yeah, right, it's horizontal line, right, which isn't intuitive for what. So, Iggy, this is currently running 320 by 240, then pixel doubled, and then it's stretched to fit the 1080p. And the limitation right now is we're not using the PS RAM of the ICE40 at the moment. We're just using the internal memory of the ICE40, which isn't enough to hold the color data for a high resolution. So it's using a 256 color palette, and that's all we can fit is 320 by 240 times 256 in the amount of memory inside the ICE40. But when we get the PSRAM stuff happening, we can then use that as the frame buffer, and then we can put as much color data as we want, almost, like within reason, right? We'll probably be able to do, I'm hoping we'll be able to do 800 by 600 with, you know, at least 256 colors, and we should be able to do 640 by 480 with, I don't know, how many colors? Lots, 65,000 colors, I don't know. It just comes down to how much we can fit in memory. And there is as Michael was discussing before, there is a clock speed limitation to do full 1080p, which I don't think we can do. But if we can get 800 by 600, or if we can get, I don't know, 720p or something like that, well, we've got way more than, yeah, it's not just a matter of 2 megabytes at 1080p, it's a speed, a sync issue. Yeah, right now we're using 5.6, actually, I don't know what we're using or how it's being done. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that's low res, right? I mean, that's pixel doubled as well, which doesn't help. But, and then stretched, you can see that it's not proportional. But I think 800 by 600 or 720p ideally would be quite a nice resolution on a 1080p screen. Like if we pixel doubled that to 1080p, that would be pretty amazing, I think. So yeah, I want to get BitLooney's library going, but right now there's a lot of work I need to do on the Arduino side to be able to keep the bitstream stuff intact for the Blizzard. So right now I can do it with MicroPython, I can do it with CircuitPython, but Arduino needs quite a bit of work to do to get all that stuff working. So I can't really use his Arduino library right now, but my plan is to be able to do that, yeah. Low res was me bit bashing PAL, black and white video. Right, okay. Yeah. It's pretty cool, but like it's the bare minimum for what I want. But you know, be able to be able to display an output on a screen is pretty cool. But to be able to get it to go into something like the ATEM or whatever, we need to actually hit the HDMI spec, and I don't think we're going to be able to do that from a performance point of view. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, anti-aliasing would help, but the pixel doubling and the stretching is not great. Be nice if FPGA had hardware functions for bitmap drawing or maybe other simple graphics. Right now, the bitstream is just taking whatever is in its frame buffer and outputting it, right? I mean, there's a lot more stuff that could be done on that side, including like building a mini GPU that could, you know, a lot of this functionality could be in the gateway, but that's much further away, you know. And I'm not sure that's really necessary. It depends on how fast you want to be updating the screen. I mean, this is currently updating every frame, right? I mean, I could be, where's my color cycling from before? I'm just going to get rid of the white just for now. Actually, that shouldn't matter. Oh no, it's going to overwrite the white. Wonder what that'll do. Is that going to palette cycle? Yep. Nope. What? Takes through 2 are given. What? 274. Oh, what did I do? How funny. Don't know what I did then. Okay, so that should color cycle. Yeah, there it goes. Very slowly. An exercise for the reader. What? Who? What? The games in multiple layers of graphics. Would just be less for the CPU. Oh, absolutely. I mean, but offloading it onto the FPGA is a much harder task, right? Writing all that stuff in Gateway is much harder than just doing what I've been doing here. Yeah, I'm also a hack coder, John. I never claimed to be a good coder, and yeah, as you can see, it was painful. But yeah, we've got all sorts of goodies happening now. Now we need to get some get all the stuff happening. You ready? We're going to get all the stuff happening. What was that? Oh, that was that. Okay. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. See, that's a little slower. And I can tell you right now, that speed is because of the text, I reckon. And it's color cycling, the palette. Right. So that's pretty full on. What is happening? Oh, sorry. Why is my email going nuts? Oh my god. Sorry. Just gone nuts. I wonder what this slow... If I get rid of this color cycling, I don't know which bit is a bottleneck here. The color cycling or the... Okay, that's a little bit faster, but still not very fast. I reckon it's the text. I just want to see if I get rid of the text. Yeah. So you can see how slow it is rendering that text. It's quite slow. That's considerably faster. Mesmerizing. Keep in mind there's a threshold where it becomes 30 frames a second instead of 60. Okay. Actually, can I... I'm going to put that to 0. Does 0 get cycled? Maybe it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. 0 doesn't get cycled. Oh, I'm not cycling the colors. I turned off. Right. So as that fills up, you'll see the text will appear in black. You can kind of see it there now. But that text writing slows it right down. Look at it. Oh.
Wagon says ship it.
Yeah, now we need a 3D engine going. We need to build a 3D engine. The 2 while pass loops. What? Remove the VSync. Let's see what it does. Okay, cool.
John Clayton says nice screensaver.
Okay. Path tracing, yeah. Okay, this is without the VSync waiting. Yeah, it's about the same. So BitLooney's got his 3D renderer and his ray tracer and stuff. Like, I want to get that ported over. Yeah, the text is incredibly slow. And yeah, definitely need a faster way of doing text. Yeah, look at that. That's without the text.
John Clayton says speed is impressive.
Well, I think this has been a great success. Yeah. So that's the next thing we need, Michael, is just like a blit, right? Is on the CircuitPython side, so that, yeah, the text should be written into its own pixel data array, and then it just gets blitted to the position we need. Kind of like how frame buff works. Frame buff, if you want to do that, you've got multiple frame buffs and you blit them into each other. So that will speed things up considerably. Yeah, it needs all the things. It needs all the things. But I reckon this is, I'm really wrapped. I didn't think, I thought we'd still be stuck on how to draw a line at this point in time. So I think it's cool. I'm quite happy. Quite happy.
John Clayton says, N is the next Livestream. Can you send notifications out a little bit sooner?
I normally do it the night before. Well, I don't send notifications out. Well, in terms of the YouTube notifications, they're done by YouTube. I don't have control over that. And I normally don't know what I'm doing for my live stream until the night before, or sometimes not at all. So, yeah, I didn't even know if I was going to stream today. At 7 o'clock yesterday evening, I wasn't going to stream. I've just been slammed here at work, so I had nothing prepared, and I couldn't even work out what I wanted to work on. But and I was scared to work on this on the stream because I thought I was going to make an ass out of myself, honestly. Okay, I need to stop that running. That's just doing my head in. Okay, there we go. Stopped. Yeah, I'm glad I did as well. Lots more still to do, but no, just a monitor, LG monitor. It's an old one, but it's a LG monitor. 4K, no.
Ignorem says nah, nice work mate.
1080p. Thanks, Iggy. I'll chip away at it during the week, come up with something a little bit nicer, and see what else I can do. And maybe next week I'll be able to show something a bit better, a bit cooler. We'll see, but no promises. Okay, time for me to get back to work. Thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic week, and yeah, I'll catch you all next week.
John Clayton says, how is Tanky doing?
Tanky's not doing anything. He's I've just been too busy, too busy. So although I've been playing with Otis,
says farts.
I've been playing with Otis with the motor side. Something to show on there, but not today. And yeah, lots of things happening. Next few weeks are going to be, I've got plenty of stuff to do next few weeks. I said Tiny
John
Watch is
Clayton
coming.
says good night. Say on.
Good night, John. Thanks for joining. I've got Tiny Watch final versions coming. I want to build one of those. Maybe on stream next week. I've got, as I said, Bling production boards coming. Lots of stuff happening. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing next week, but we'll find out soon. Game engine make this work, but it depends on the game engine.
Rayburn says night see and Mako Johnny everyone.
John Clayton says, I enjoy your live streams.
I don't understand anything. YouTube subtitle option is not active. What? That's why I can't translate. Hey, Ramis, what do you mean? Oh, no, because I've got lowest latency, there are no captions.
Wagon
Sorry.
says connect Tanky to Otis.
No, not connecting Tanky to Otis. I think I can see uses for Tiny Watch, well, if it works. Hey, Illuminator, you're late. I'm leaving. Okay, everyone. Anyway, I'm going. Bye. Catch you later. Stream ending.